Hey,
Hey, there we go.
nice.
Fancy new setup.
Thank you. It is very fancy. I'm liking your setup there, Mike.
Yeah, I'm on the other side of the wall now. So,
That's what's been on the other side of the wall this whole time?
The water heater?
yeah, the water heater, the furnace. There's some stuff over there, like all my old sport compact cars and everything. The Honda tunings that I had photos published in.
This makes sense why I help with my golf game.
Yeah. I mean, if I just move a little bit this way, as you can clearly see, my golf clubs. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this Camcast.
You're ready.
Yeah. How long do you think it takes to set a timer?
You said YouTube stuff. Okay.
Yeah, it was done. I even tagged you.
See this thing right here in the corner of the screen, Zach,
Yeah.
Wherever it is? It says live on YouTube. It's been that way for a minute.
Yeah, Zach, look at what I have. I've got 2 monitors, the Tower of Power, a laptop, a cell phone. I am equipped to do damn near anything I can think of down here.
I only have 2 monitors, so you're doing me one better.
That's all right.
I have 2 phones though. Does that count?
Man, I've got 2 monitors. I am Mike, dear leader, Doc Taste, leader of men, herder of cats, and all of that crap. I am joined by Zack, 2 Phones Jones Lords, the chairman of the boards, the good Colonel Eddie Dean himself, and always the emotional and mental anchor of the podcast. It is the shadowy billionaire himself, Trent from Sandy Indeed, Trent Bray. Oh, shit.
Ahoy hoy.
Don't.
Said 2 phones, Zach. I got to one-up you with the Switch here, too.
I will go on the other side and get my consoles. Don't make me do this.
I don't have anything else.
That's all right. I'm not going to get up and get anything. I'm quite comfy here. Oh,
And a Mountain Dew Zero Sugar.
I have Coke Zero Cherry Vanilla, which Smith substituted for me because they didn't have just Coke Zero Cherry.
You know what? I keep getting – so I like the Pepsi Zero Cherry. The Pepsi Zero Sugar Cherry, whatever, wild cherry. And they keep substituting that with just zero sugar Pepsi. It's not the same.
No, yeah. And anyway, thank you for joining us here on episode 271, the last episode
totally
we're recording in the month
missed
of June. What?
I didn't do that part at all.
It's all right. It's fine.
I didn't say what number it was.
Listen, you got us a podcast and you found that, hey, man, you got a good teammate in Jackson. That's the most important thing. Anyway, follow us on all of the social medias, Facebook, Instagram, and starting this weekend, a whole hell of a lot more Twitter because all of the racing is going to be back on TV. Yeah.
Yes, I'm excited.
Me too. Forget shooting off fireworks. I'm just going to have my happy ass plastered to the couch all day Saturday, all day Sunday.
So, they did that motocross race here locally, and ratings were through the roof because nobody has any other sports to go to.
Oh, yeah.
I predict F1 ratings through the roof.
Oh, yeah. Everything's going to be just, people are going to care so much about this, and it's going to be great. And if you care about this particular podcast that you're listening to, and you haven't done this already, find us on your podcast platform of choice, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play. Go ahead and subscribe. Give us a thumbs up and a rating. That really helps us out. Let's some more people see and listen to whatever this is. I'm not going to call it greatness. I'm not going to call it terribleness either.
It's gold.
Yes, it's gold. It's bold. It's avant-garde. It's out there, man. It's out there.
Because we're out there on the interwebs.
Yeah, man. We're just out there. Another place you can find us on the interwebs is patreon.com/camautomag. That's where you go to help us out on a monthly basis. Any dollar amount is greatly appreciated. Anything from $1 up to I don't know why the limit is exactly 15 grand, but it is 15 grand. It's, whatever. But yeah, any dollar amount helps us out. The best bang for your buck, though, is going to be $5 because that gets you into the Cam Super Secret Shenanigans Facebook group where we do fun stuff. You hear about some stuff a little bit ahead of, the normies out there. You get to watch these podcasts every week live on the YouTube because we do an unlisted video and we share the link in there. And sometimes I will just send you some random stuff, which probably going to be doing that at the end of this week. So be prepared for some stuff. Yes, Zach.
Where the fuck is Taylor's shirt?
What size did he want, and which one did he want again?
I have absolutely no idea.
Do you remember which size?
I have absolutely no idea.
Well, just ask him what size it is, and I'll send him two.
Okay. Also, like, he lives down the street from us. Like,
okay.
Oh yeah,
well,
you don't have a storeroom. I'm so fucking dumb.
Yeah, like I mean, you know, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah. So yeah, Taylor, I'll get you 2 shirts at Spin Forever. So, but yeah, patreon.com/camautomag is where you go. Help us out so we can keep doing some fun stuff, especially after the apocalypse ends, because we want to do some stuff. Got some ideas. Yep. And if you like the hat that Zach is wearing and the shirt that I am wearing, if you can see it, you can get that at our official merch shop, camautoswag.com. Got hats, shirts, shorts, which are delightful. I love my shorts. I just needed to get a little bit warmer so I can put them on again. It was 42 degrees when I left my house this morning for work. Not shorts weather. But I did get a breakout.
Try camping in this.
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to think about that. I don't do that. But I did get to break out the Cam hoodie, so that was nice. But yeah, hoodies, hats, shirts, shorts, flip-flops, backpacks, all sorts of fun stuff available at camautoswag.com. Another way you can help us out and look stylish doing so. While you're out there on the internet looking stylish, expanding your wardrobe and helping out the people who help us, however, Steady Broke Clothing, steady.broke on all the social media, steadybroke.com. Put a bunch of their awesome, affordable stuff in your cart and use coupon code CAMAUTO15 at checkout and save 15% on your entire order. Just because you're broke doesn't mean you can't live your dreams. And then this is pretty much for everybody who's going to be patrons. Also get access to the podcast a day early. So this is really for the patrons and the people watching. Twitch Tuesday, we're going to be playing some Forza Horizon 4. Last week when we did Forza 7, it was delightful. Gavin was there, getting drunker and drunker with each lap. It was fun. Yep, just him and some Jack Daniels and some Coke. It was fun. So, yeah, we're going to be closing out the Xbox PC month with Forza Horizon 4. It's going to be me, Gavin, Quinn, Chris, who I know is checking us out on the old YouTubes there. So, yeah, we're just going to have a good old fun time, just doing some shenaniganry in the British countryside, figuring out some random stuff to do. Perhaps picking some sort of small, non-threatening car to modify to within an inch of its life and then terrorize the countryside with.
Which is the right way to do.
We did it with
live life.
We did it with Miatas. We can do it with something cuter. And anyway, you can watch the shenanigans on twitch.tv/camautomike. It's get spicy in the chat, please. It gets kind of lonely sometimes. All right, Zach, as you were saying before we got going, what was that thing you wanted to stumble through? Something about you becoming a criminal?
According to the Genola County Criminal Records Department, I am a criminal trespasser.
What happened to our sweet boy, Trent? What happened to our sweet boy?
Hey, he was raised in your household, not mine. This is on you.
I can't do it.
This is your fault. You taught me this way.
This is what happens when you fight for the custody. You have to take responsibility sometimes, all right? I sign the checks over each month.
And they bounce every month.
But I still sign them.
Oh, man, it's going to be great when Dad comes back next week.
We need both him and Zach Turnage back on. So I can have all of the dads.
Oh, dude, that's like the dream scenario. Like, if we, no offense, Mike, no offense, Zach, no offense, Trent, but if we could just have a podcast with Zach and Pizza Dad, done.
Oh yeah, I mean, listen, it's episode 271. I mean,
we're not too
far. We've got 20. We can figure 29 episodes, and we can have the Zach custody battle. We can bring in all the dads. Everybody can stake their claim.
I want Dave there too. I need Dave there.
I think we can get Dave. I think we can have Dave make a special appearance. So, yeah, there we go. God, everybody who has contributed and may or may not want a piece of it.
I want Ryan there as well too.
Oh God, it's just
Wait,
getting complicated.
So you get me on
Hey,
Tuesdays.
it's Zoom. We don't have to gather around a table. We can.
This is
we
very
can
true.
manage
This is very true. I could just go away for a while. You don't know what I'm doing back here.
Why come back?
I'm back.
I can't keep track of Zack.
Because I'm a criminal.
This will go off the rails very quickly. Your criminal son, he's up to nonsense again.
Dobson.
I just really wish he did something, like committed a better crime. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so have you seen Trent, the silver mine up kind of by Payson, west of Payson?
No.
With all the graffiti and the big concrete buildings and stuff on the mountain.
No, I got married young, dude. This is I didn't do adventures.
It's on social media all the time. People go up there and take photos and stuff. And I've been stuck in quarantine, so I'm like, I'm going to go do something. And so I'm just going to start driving south. And I ended up down there. And I parked there, and there's like 14 no trespassing signs. And I'm like, I'm young. It's fine. So I slip over the gate, and it's about a mile walk up there. I'm wearing sandals, of course, because I wasn't planning on doing this. So I get up there. I get some photos, actually.
So hold on. You went a mile past the no trespassing signs.
Yes.
Okay, so you can't claim ignorance. Go on.
No, absolutely not. And so I get up there, take my photos, and on my way back down, I see a silver truck pull behind my car. I'm like, maybe someone else is here, maybe not. Let's get a little closer. And I see the light bar, and I'm like, please don't be the sheriff. Please don't be the sheriff. And I get to it, and it's the Department of Natural Resources vehicle. So he gets out of his truck, and he's like, well, how are you doing today, sir? And I'm like, I'm doing great. How about you? And he goes, well, did you not see the trespassing signs, or are you just ignoring them? And I'm like, I'm just here to get photos, dude. I'm not here graffitiing or breaking anything or licking the arsenic or whatever's in the fucking ground. I'm just here just to get photos.
Yeah, because we all know the kids are getting lit off arsenic.
Well, there's like 14 signs like, don't trespass. There's arsenic in the area. You're going to get arsenic poisoning. And so, yeah, he wrote me a ticket. And, yeah, I now technically have a criminal record. But, like...
Did you hire a lawyer, or are you representing yourself?
I'll probably just pay it. He was saying the area is so popular that there was... As he was sitting there trying to sign me a ticket, he had another group of people walk past him, and he goes... Excuse me? And I think the best part is I pulled a Rob Spaghetti.
Attaboy.
Paper. Pretend this is my ticket. As he's handing me the ticket, he goes, well, you need to call, and I start repeating back to him, not before 5, not after 14 days. And this ain't my first one of these. And that made him laugh really hard.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
But what he was saying is that it's such a common place to have people trespassing that the judge has a special case for it, and they're normally relatively inexpensive, just enough to be like, hey, don't come back, but also like, you still did something wrong. So within 5 days, I'll call and, So I'm a criminal.
Well, I think it's a requirement to be free of a criminal record to be a co-host on this podcast. So, thanks, Zack. We appreciate all you've provided for us. But
all right, well, Trent, good luck. This thing's yours. Leave the keys in the ignition for you. Have fun.
I haven't been proven guilty yet. There's no due process yet.
Yeah, but you know what? We don't comment on current pending litigation here at Camcast, so we're just gonna have to cut you off.
It hasn't even been litigated yet. Fuck off.
There it is.
Mike, are you living with me? Are you clean, or are you dirty like I am?
Oh, I'm dirty. Come on.
What's a petty trespassing as well too?
I mean,
if you don't want to get into it, it's totally fine.
Okay, no, hold on. I should clarify. If it's skateboarding related, then it's fine.
I was going to say that. That's bullshit.
I mean, trespassing, criminal mischief, so on and so forth.
Okay, Trent, skateboarding's fine, but taking photos isn't fine.
I was taking photos while I was skateboarding.
Exactly. See, I'm in the same boat. I was skateboarding, I was taking photos with
Zack,
film.
Zack,
film.
take the hint. Take the hint. I am trying to craft the rules around making you leave, all right?
Man, he really did.
Thank you. We need to. I heard it. I heard his feel goods.
Ah, damn it. Well, there they are. He's trying to cough them up.
It's just the corona.
Welcome back, Zach.
It's just the corona.
Ah, good. Good.
Wait, we're not wearing face masks? I thought this is a public or a group gathering. We'd wear face masks.
Yeah, but unlike, how they used to be in the good old times, we can't just reach over and hit you. So...
much as we want to.
I know. Yep. This actually might be to my benefit. I have derailed this enough. Do we have shout-outs?
We do.
Unless if Trent wanted to talk about something. I'm sorry if I just...
No.
steamrolled you.
It's all right. Yeah, no, we have some, no new patrons, but we do have some people who just want to say, give a shout out to. Happy birthday to Richard Fitzgerald, Judson Pernovich, Brett Bell, Dan Chilinsky, the one and only.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah, Dan.
And Hunter Heller.
I look forward to seeing Dan's post and Cam shenanigans at around 11:30 at night.
Oh yeah. That's what happens when you get the twins, Yeah. So So there we go. That's really all of that. I don't want to schedule this. I want to do that. Done. All right. So we have some news. A lot of news.
Yes. And the first one, honestly, I could talk a fair amount about because they've done some good stuff with it.
Yes. So hold on, everybody. Ford, the maker of the most popular vehicle in existence, the F-150, they've made a new one.
Yes.
A new F-150 or a new...
I know. Surprising that they decide to do another one.
A bold move.
I know what they're doing. They're doing the Apple model where they make new ones.
Yeah. That's exactly it. And then, like 6 months down the road, there's going to be the F-150S, which is a lot the same, but somehow better.
And
I hate you guys so much.
Is it going to be an F-150 XL, which is a quad cab?
I mean, they already have the F-150 XL. It's called the F-250 or the F-350.
Wait, do those get new versions too?
No, but let's just talk about the F-150 before Trent leaves us.
Kills one of us.
It's not the Datsun. It's the thing behind the Datsun of not letting anything happen.
Datsun.
God in heaven. I don't even...
It hangs on my wall. It's an L28 belt cover.
Anyway, so... As with any new truck, it has to be, justify its newness. So, Trent...
Yeah.
Justify its newness.
I shall attempt to do so. So we don't have all the power figures that everybody loves, but they have said it is going to be more aerodynamic. They even spent an extensive amount of time reshaping the tailgate so it would be more aerodynamic.
Ooh.
But the big, honestly, they've got a lot of new stuff, a 12-inch screen, crap like that. There's two big things I want to outline, though. The power in the bed, which is not a new thing. There are, I think, Ram offers a plug in the back of the bed of the truck.
Too, the Tacoma.
Yeah, but the thing is, this thing, when you combine it with their new hybrid system, the 3.5 Power Boost is what they're calling it, which combines the 3.5 EcoBoost with an electric assist. They're not going after extreme MPGs with this, but they have an optional 7.2 kilowatt battery upgrade so that you can run tools in the back of your bed for an extended amount of time and not just your wimpy tools. So I've got a plug in my truck, but it's in the cab of the truck, and it maxes out at 200 watts or something like that. This new Ford with the optional power boosts and all that crap, basically ideal scenario, you can run a 2,400 watt generator for 85 hours.
Dear God. All right.
You can run. Yes. The 7,200 watt option has 2 extra outlets and a 30 amp 240 volt outlet. Like, this is ridiculous that they're sticking this in there. And then you can also run a 1,800 watt, where I just saw it. Anyway, you can run an 1,800 watt tool for 32 hours. Like,
you can build a house with a table saw for that long.
exactly. That's what's so ridiculous about this. So it's super cool that they do this.
You could run a drill press off that. You could fucking weld off that.
Yes, you could have
your entire.
You could run your entire garage out of the back of an F-150 now. So that is super cool. But then it's also works while you're driving. So if you have 18 volt power tools or something, they're cordless, you can charge them while you're driving, just while they're in the back of the bed. But then also, Ford pulled a Tesla. They are enabling hands-free driving. They're putting the hardware in the truck, but they are not enabling it yet.
I know what it's called. We talked about it last week. It's called Auto Assist 360, some shit like that.
Sure. Point is...
Take it as a win, Zack.
Yeah. Point is, they have the hands-free driving capabilities hardware-wise, but they are not enabling it until Q3 21 for whatever reason, probably because it doesn't work right now. And so, same thing with Tesla, where you can't have full self-driving because they don't have full self-driving yet.
But they'll try to tell you that it's full self-driving. My God, no.
Exactly, and now Ford's doing the same thing. So.
Man. Perfect. Yeah. Man, I just want to take that crazy, power station on wheels and make it into, an overlanding thing. Just be like, I'm going to go ride out whatever apocalypse is coming. Excuse me.
Yes.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing all the Instagram influencers with their new F-150 in the middle of whatever Washington National Forest.
Or just slightly off the highway.
Yes. Yeah. By the entrance sign, at least.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, in some sad news, Toyota Yaris gunned down in its prime.
Sorry, continue.
Toyota official confirmed to Roadshow that there are no plans at this time to offer anything in that segment being the subcompact segment, which is something that Toyota has for the last 40 years offered something in. So
I'm going to say I don't think the Yaris was gunned down in its prime. I think it had a good run. Sometimes you need to go bury it and plant a fern on top of it.
Yes, not in its prime, considering they just debuted a 3-cylinder.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, Europe and Asia is getting that, but America is not cool enough to get something with horsepower because America.
The old Yaris.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, America, the land of the horsepower, is not good enough for the horsepower.
Yes, but they are going to stick that motor in a Corolla.
Good.
But no, the Yaris. The funny thing about the Yaris is it's based on the Mazda 2.
Mm-hmm.
And they had the sedan version for a while as a Scion, and then brought it over, and now it's the Toyota Yaris. But last year, maybe 2 years ago, they reintroduced the Mazda 2 hatchback as a Toyota Yaris. So why go through all that development time and then kill it off in 2 years?
Because.
Especially when it's an older vehicle that everything's probably already paid off tooling-wise.
Yeah.
I mean, except the Toyota badge they stuck on the front.
Yeah, I mean, you got to stay fresh. You got to stay out there. It's what the kids want or whatever. So
kids need.
Yeah, but now that makes the cheapest Toyota that you can get yourself into is the Corolla, which starts at $19,825. So not an obscene number, but
next year they're going to bump it up another $175, so you won't be able to buy a Toyota under $20,000.
Yeah, it's just Yeah, it's not so much that the Yaris was a great car or, it was like earth-shattering, but it
Right.
was a cheap new car that somebody could get, and now
Yeah.
you can't get it. So that's a bit of a bummer. So,
Yes.
Yep. So, rest in peace. Oh, hi, AJ. Oh, apparently the power's out where AJ is.
That's
I'm
fine.
so sorry, AJ.
Yes. And I really just like what Chris said, the typo, the mortors. I all in favor of calling motors mortors?
I
All right, congratulations, Chris. You've contributed.
yes.
Yes. And
So
yes,
opposite end of Toyota.
just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Let's talk about Lamborghini's Halo vehicle.
Yes.
So they previewed their track-only supercar, loosely based on the Aventador. But if you look at the pictures, radically different in terms of the body. But we'll use the same motor modified to 830 horsepower. Only 40 of them will be built, but this is where it gets interesting. It's going to be supported by Squadra Corsa, and it sounds like it's going to be a very Ferrari FXX type of deal. So where Lamborghini keeps the car, they take it to the track for you, you get to drive it, and then they take it back and service it and all that. So
get prepped and ready to go for the next event.
Yeah, and it sounds it doesn't say anything like you won't be able to own it like Ferraris, but it's kind of the same idea.
Yeah, like it doesn't really seem like they're gonna let you go home and tuck this thing in at night. But
yeah, especially being track only. I mean,
yeah. But still, I got very excited when I started seeing things like like Sports Car 365 and SRO sharing this, and I'm just like, oh shit, Audi's getting in the game. And then it's like, nope, track only toy for the super wealthy. That's not legal for anything. I'm like, well, it's still awesome, but I'm a little bit disappointed.
My only fear is it's going to go the way of the Sesto Elemento, where they're like, well, we built them. Has anyone actually seen a Sesto Elemento since like the year it was built?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Well, and yeah, there are only going to be 40 of these in the world. I guarantee you that they've probably already sold 35 of them.
Yeah.
And they're to people that exist on the other hemisphere. Like, we're never going to see them.
Is the Pope going to get one of them at least?
God, I hope so.
I want to see the Pope stand next to that, like in his nice all vestments or whatever you call the Pope gear, and the flashy, because the photos I saw were like, I couldn't tell if it was like camo or not, but it was done up crazily.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's definitely a camo setup that they've got on this thing, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's also interesting that they're doing that they showed it off at Paul Ricard of all places. So, but whatever. I don't know anything about debuting a 1 of 40 hyper track toy. So
that sounds like a Quail or Pebble thing, not a
Yeah, but well, whatever. Moving on. Yeah, AJ, we're all feeling you. We all wish we could be cooking or playing Farm Simulator right now, but here we are. We're gonna get through
Mike's
this together.
Forcing us here.
Yep. Anyway, yet another Toyota product heading for that long, sweet good night. LCF.
Yep. So the LCF never announced, but there was definitely work happening on it. Is apparently dead.
Well, damn it.
Yeah. But the good news is the Mortors still may live on.
Yes.
happy.
Yes. So they're talking about putting it in the LC 500 just as like a regular model, probably detuned, but unfortunately this is a victim of the economy.
And we lost Trent.
Oh no. Anyway,
and the economy.
Anyway, I can.
Hey,
you back?
Apparently I'm back. I don't know what happened there.
I see you.
I
Let me just check the YouTube feed. Looks like, yeah, you're back. We're good. Anyway.
Okay. But apparently now is not the best time to introduce a low volume sports car.
You don't say, really? Lamborghini's doing it. Why can't Lexus?
Lamborghini doesn't count.
Yeah.
All right.
It's its own thing.
Yeah, super expensive Audi is its own thing. So let's just move away from that one. But yeah, I do like the idea that the Mortor might pop up someplace else.
Yes.
So at least.
It's not good news for Lexus F products in general because they killed the GSF. The LCF isn't happening, and the RCF has been around for a long time.
Yeah.
What's going to happen?
It's just going to be taken out behind the woodshed. It's
pretty much.
Yep. It's going to become stagnant and boring, and then they're just going to take it behind the woodshed instead of trying to take it to strange new places.
Well, I did want to talk about the LC, not just independently, but it came up here. Have you guys seen photos of the LC500 parked next to the Supra?
No.
They look very similar. We got a lot of teasers to the body styling coming from the Supra from the LC.
Interesting.
I don't know. There's just small things. Maybe it's just the new design language that they're going for now. But I saw a photo recently. And I'm like, they're definitely not the same by any means. But there's maybe it's just it was a fever dream. But
Well, who knows? Yeah, I'm not really necessarily seeing much, but I can kind of see little bits here and there, but nothing like.
No, it wasn't like it was like a copy and paste type thing, or even like, hey, here's my homework, make sure it doesn't look the same type thing.
Yeah, no, but I mean, even it's very clear that they grew up in like the same neighborhood styling wise, but that's about, they went on to different things. So, right, moving on.
Everybody's
favorite thing to talk about.
Oh boy!
News, everybody. There's a report on TV with some very bad news.
Did you see the thing I put in the title there?
Yes, I did.
Good. That was some time well spent at work.
Yeah, I was very proud of it.
Thank you. Anyway, Tesla sucks. And it's not just us saying that. It's somebody with authority.
And they should know that because J.D. Power did an initial quality study, and this is the first time they've included Tesla. And Tesla didn't play nice. They said you cannot interview these owners in 15 states. I don't know what 15 states they were.
Yeah, I'm curious to know. I'm super curious to know which 15 states those were.
I don't know. You can dig into that.
Texas, Alabama, Arkansas, Minnesota. There's some of them, right? Is that about right?
Sure, why not? It's close enough. Moving on.
Anyway, in the 35 states they were able to survey people, they bombed. So, side note, first of all, the leaders of this initial quality study were Kia and Dodge. Who saw that coming?
Kia, I can kind of see. Dodge? That one's a bit more out of left field for me.
Yeah, so the initial quality on my truck was 4 recall notices in the first couple of months. So ever since then, it's been good. Did some towing over the weekend and it handled really well. But anyway, the funny thing is I have a little bit of insight into this because I used to work at Lexus and we praised the initial quality study because Lexus was always at the top. And back in the day when I worked there, it was 90 problems, 85 problems per 100 vehicles.
Yeah.
Dodge and Kia were at the top of the leaderboard at 136 problems. So By that logic, cars are getting worse.
Hey, listen.
But Tesla, all the way down at the bottom, 250 problems per 100 vehicles.
Jeez.
Oh no. Why?
And that was only surveying 35 of the states. Imagine if they didn't put all 50 in there.
With some of the information I've received from a Tesla insider, like, I'm actually not too surprised by this.
Wait. Is this Tesla Insider, Tesla Will?
I cannot comment on that.
Excellent work. Moving on.
That's what it... Hey, I just zacked Zack. Yes! Woo! I killed his story. Yes!
All right, Trent,
momentum.
Trent, you've earned this.
I've out-zacked Zack.
I've taught you so much over the years. No, but like, I'm not super surprised because like I've heard stories of like vehicles like 200 miles going back to like, oh, here's this problem that the factory didn't catch and now we need to fix the service center. And there's like door handles have always been an issue with them. The Model S1, I even have a prompt for this one. Give me literally 2 seconds.
All right. Well, while Zach's off doing that, this could be a problem or a benefit depending on who you
I don't have
are.
headphones, so I can't hear you guys. Hold on.
Oh, for the love of God.
This gets replaced like every year and a half, which is the Model X key. Like, they just fail. Like, they're too complicated. Did I just break my headphones? Hold on.
Maybe.
There you go. Like, because it's a touch screen. Like, these just fail. So I'm not super surprised by any of that because they have problems.
But the thing is, you're talking about a year and a half down the road. This is talking about initial quality, like the first 90 days of owning the vehicle.
No, yeah. I'm just using it as an example of like what other car manufacturer that has a key fail every year and a half?
I don't know of any.
Yeah. That's always fun.
Do you know what this costs, by the way, too? I think customer cost is like $175.
But it looks like a cute little car.
Yeah, and it has buttons here, there, and there,
Yeah.
and there. You can open the gull wings from it.
Sweet.
Yeah.
You
have one of these too, right, Mike?
Yeah, I do.
Did you ever get one?
Yeah, no, he left 2 here, so Trent, 1's for you. So
thank you.
You're welcome.
He literally has a gallon bag full of these because Tesla just throws them away afterwards. And he's like, well, they're empty.
I really want him to just give them away at like Halloween instead of like candy. Like, here you go.
And it actually worked on someone's car.
Oh my.
Gull wings.
Anyway, well, so speaking of Tesla and some of their problems, this could be a problem.
Hey, stop.
Wait.
This is not a problem.
I was about to say this could be considered a problem by some or a benefit.
Because
no way.
Because I stopped at Burger King for dinner tonight. So this works out really well because if I was driving a Tesla, the autopilot for some reason is mistaking Burger King signs that are placed close to the road. So I mean, if it's like off the road a little bit, it's not going to pick it up. But only Burger King stuck near the road, it confuses it as a traffic sign, and brakes for Whoppers.
I love it.
But Burger King, whoever's running their ad agency,
yeah, they've figured it out.
Yeah, they found out about this and they went ahead and created an ad about it, which, I mean, bravo to them.
Hold on, I'm watching this. Is it long? It's 47 seconds.
It's pretty ingenious. Like,
yeah,
some ad agencies can figure it out and can capitalize on it. Others, they don't seem to want to, and I don't understand that. I've never understood why some people are like, nah, gotta go ahead and punt on this thing that's just pure gold.
And you can see now why Tesla has not enabled full self-driving, because you'd be stopping at every Burger King around town, and Burger King would probably be appreciative.
And is it just? Yeah, it's just Burger King's, right? Like, it's no other fast food burger chain. That's
No, it's just Burger King.
man.
Well, they either should be lucky. Like, it could be worse. It could be Hooters. I could see the media shit show for like something like Hooters or something.
God. Although I wouldn't be surprised to see some Tesla owners just hauling ass and just being stoked that they stopped at a Hooters. Anyway, speaking of zero emissions things that aren't terrible, California is going to be beginning a zero emission vehicle mandate for heavy trucks in 2024. They want
sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, like they want to see 300,000 zero emission vehicle heavy trucks on the road by 2035.
Yeah. So 11 years to make 300,000 of those, which is achievable. I mean, you can see why Tesla and Nikola are like, let's push the semis right now, because obviously California is a buyer at this point.
Yeah.
But I mean, this includes medium duty trucks, which oddly enough are bigger than heavy duty trucks, pickup trucks. But yeah. Anyway, but then 10 years after that, they're like, if it's feasible at all trucks need to be zero emissions. So I don't know how they determine what's feasible, but
yeah, that's very curious. Like, what do you mean by
like the way I hope it goes is like work vehicles and stuff become electric, but like you can still license and register like a pleasure craft, basically. Like, I want to drive this because I enjoy it. So here's my modded F350 and stuff.
No, this is like heavy duty trucks. So like, you know, like a Ford F650, like
okay.
they're commercial trucks and
so that
and up.
The what's it called? The Klondike, or it is the giant yellow thing that Guy Fieri owned.
Oh yeah,
like that's heavy duty.
It's a medium duty truck, but
yeah, medium duty.
It does say medium duty and above.
It's weird. They I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the naming conventions are super weird.
Yeah, I was looking at heavy duty axles and I was like, wait, medium? What the fuck?
Yep.
Pretty much.
Yep. Anyway.
So speaking of things, that's my segue.
Speaking of things and stuff. Speaking of things going through violent change right now, Aston Martin is not looking so hot.
Mike, you are king of the segues.
I do what I can. I'm just, just a guy like anybody else. I put on my plaid comfy pants just like you guys, one leg at a time. Anyway, in 2018, they issued some public shares of stock, and since then, they have dropped 90%.
This is Aston, by the way. I don't know if you mentioned that's Aston Martin.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Aston Martin, not doing so great. And across the first 3 months of this year, they have lost 120 million pounds. So, after...
is it time to buy Aston Martin stock?
I mean, it's less than $1 right now. Like, it is officially a penny stock. Like, so, yeah, I mean, if you want to get in on that, you can go ahead and try to be like Big Daddy Stroll and inject some much-needed cash. Or you can let some other lunatics get in on it. So their plan is to raise nearly £250 million through a combination of expensive debt, some loans and such at a lovely rate of 12%, which is not good. Definitely not good.
No.
Not in today's interest environment, no.
Oh, Lord, no.
My truck loan is less than that. That's first-time car buyer loan.
My God in heaven. And they're also going to be selling some more shares of stock, so there you go. Dilute a little bit more.
Hey, I was actually reading the thing, if it's anything like hydrogen stocks, anybody who's involved in that are booming now after bottoming out for like years and years and years and years. So
this could be the long game if you're willing to play it.
Hey, the DBX is coming out.
Yeah, it is expected sometime this year, and they have bet the farm on that and the Welsh production facility. Yeah, I mean, the sports SUV has saved other people, so why couldn't it work for Aston? Oh, and also there's also the Valkyrie still coming down the pipe, so that's a thing. But yeah, Aston Martin not looking great, but still could come back and do some damage.
There's way too much brand equity. Something will, like, if
yeah.
they went bankrupt, somebody will pick it up. But
Oh yeah, for sure. But well, speaking of highbrow companies, Bugatti is not done printing money. Oh Lord, no.
Not at all. So Bugatti has a history of doing things they said they would never do. They would never make an SUV. They're working on one. They would never chase 300 miles per hour. Less than a year later, they did that.
They said that.
And then made a special edition version of the 300 mile an hour one that they charged, an extra $1 million for. But quiz for you both. What is currently, not including this one that is on the agenda, what is currently the most expensive Bugatti you can buy?
I know
the dollar amount. Yes.
I know this one. It is the no, hold on, get back to Zoom. Hold on, computer's shitting itself. It is the special edition Black Noir based off of the Atlantic, the super light, with the weird fin. It's that one. I think it sold for like $28 million new.
You were right about the vehicle. It's $18.7 million for the La Voiture Noire.
Yeah.
But then they also have the Cento Dieci, which is $8.9 million, an homage to the EB110. And this slots nicely in between those two at a meager $10.1 million for a Roadster Chiron.
Man.
Is it a one-off?
Oh, here's the thing. It could be a one-off or it could be a limited run, but either way, there's not going to be many of them. You're probably going to be the only one on your block that has one unless you live in Monaco or the Hamptons or something like that.
Or Dubai.
Dubai, yeah.
The original Bugatti Veyron, you could get that in a convertible, right?
They had the Grand Vitesse, which did have a removable roof panel, yeah.
Yeah, convertible, yeah.
Targa, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the rumor is this one's like a pure roadster, like the Ferrari Monza.
Ooh. Or J.
Or the Aventador J.
Not the new J, but the old J. Because there's now two Aventador Js.
Yeah, not SVJ.
It's the
Aventador J.
Yeah.
Or the like the SLR Sterling Moss. So it's just like little windshield, no roof at all. You're never going to drive it. You're going to park it in a museum kind of vehicle.
Well, just get to that belt line and then nothing.
I hope whoever buys this ends up being like do you guys follow Power Slide Lover on Instagram?
Yes. He drifts his Monza. His is
all the time.
That's
like,
one
in the snow too.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm like the cheap version of him. I slide that Viper in the snow.
Yeah, damn right you did.
The best one is the driver getting pelted with a snowball as he's drifting his $7 million car.
Oh, it's only like $2 million.
Oh, really? I thought they were more.
But speaking of Viper, I guess I should bring this up. It's back together.
Well, thank God.
It's ready to start, thanks to Tommy. I mean, I have not started it yet. Basically, the airbox needs to go back on. I need to put a battery in, and then
nice.
I need to finish replacing the torque arm and transmission mount, and I will have a fully functioning Viper again.
Nice.
So thank you, Tommy.
Yeah, shout out to
for
Tommy.
Your help.
Oh,
there we go.
I'm
terrified to turn it over, by the way.
As you should be. Oh, God, as you should be.
Can I talk about Vipers for a second? Vipers fucking suck.
Oh.
Aha! Welcome to the winning team.
I didn't talk about this a lot last week, so I'll make this a really short video thing here. But I drove my shop Ryan's Viper from here in Sandy up to Heber and back through Midway. Okay. And I got stuck in traffic.
But stop in Mexico, right? Because I know where the story's going.
No, not really. Didn't do it. I don't think I broke some speed limits, but nothing stupid. But I got stuck in traffic on the uphill bit before you hit I-15 or I-80, before it goes to Junction, whatever that is, right Park City, for a mile. I have never driven a car that's so unpleasant to drive in traffic uphill. Because okay, so let's say most cars you go, okay, I'm just gonna leave it in first and just crawl up there. It has so much torque, it drops the idle so low, the AC compressor doesn't spin fast enough to blow AC into the car. But it's a fucking Viper, so the trans tunnel, the shift knob, and everything in there is boiling hot.
I mean,
Mike, do you want to be the one to comment on this or no?
I mean, listen, like up until
okay, sorry, Trent. Sorry, Trent. Your car doesn't have AC. I should be more accepting of.
Yeah.
You.
Oh, poor baby.
Wait. What was it? 103 degrees in Yermo?
Something like that. I mean, and we got yelled at
with
by
no top.
And we got yelled at by the nice store owner when we were just trying to cool off and buy things at his store. Yeah.
With the heat blasting.
With the heat blasting, yes.
Stuck in traffic on a freeway with nothing around 4 miles. Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing.
You poor thing. It was uphill, actually.
Yeah, it was.
How badly did your leg hurt afterwards?
It wasn't that bad. You just need to drive more things. Like my S2000 is so much more difficult to drive than the Viper.
I don't know. Maybe I need to just sit in your car and push the clutch in and out. But I have driven like
you just need to drive something truly hateful that actually wants to hurt you. That's what you need to do.
I drove a fucking Viper. How?
Yeah, and you got stuck in traffic, and here you are bitching about it. Meanwhile,
what's more hateful than that?
Zach, maybe the enthusiast life isn't for you.
What's more hateful than a Viper? Tell me right now.
One that's actively... I'm sorry, one that gave you heat stroke one way and damn near got you close to hypothermia the other way. Something that turned a 10-hour drive into an 18 drive. Into an 18-hour drive. Man. I
forgot that there was hypothermia and heat stroke in that same trip. Oh, yeah. Man, that thing.
No, I'm sorry, Zach. You were stuck in traffic. You were minorly inconvenienced for an hour in something with a fucking roof and air conditioning.
Your poor AC. Oh no, it only mildly cooled it down.
God damn it! If Corona doesn't kill you, I am. After that, God.
I was trying to find some sympathy here because I know you've been through the hell that I experienced.
No sympathy here.
I'm not saying that I have endured more. I'm saying I'm asking you guys as my literal tour guide through the hell I experienced.
I mean, you're
my Sherpa through this hell.
Okay, Mike. So I know I just sent you a question of the week for next week, but question of the week for next week is just changing now. It's going to be what's the most hateful car to drive.
Yeah,
but
there we go.
I will tell you my 6-putt clutch S2000 so much worse to drive than the Viper.
I've driven Ryan's twin disc clutch RX-7, and I couldn't imagine being stopped in that thing and stop and go.
Okay, then stop talking crap on a stock Viper and trying to get sympathy on that.
Man, yeah, Zach, you came in. Oof. Oh boy. Not only did you get turned away, we just gave you the bum's rush. We just grabbed you by the back of the pants and just hurled you back into the gutter.
Yeah, and thankful for that. We're just going to skip over the Jeep story because Nissan shareholders want answers. All right?
They want answers, damn it.
I'm riled up. We're getting to the riled up story.
Yes.
So the CEO of Nissan claims the rumors about Carlos Ghosn that we talked about a couple weeks ago, how he was being set up, where they have an email trail that shows that he was being actively set up. It's false, all right? And they're going to sue to set the record straight.
I love where this is going.
This is great.
This is just this is the drama we want to hear.
Who needs reality TV when reality is happening in front of us?
Exactly. You can't. If you came to somebody with this as a script, they would tell you. They would give you notes.
This is like I could see this airing on HBO next year.
Oh! I guarantee you, a version of this is being written now.
It's gonna be right after the time slot for Succession.
Yes, we'll do the Zoom version of it. Let's make our own Cam movie, our first Cam featured film.
We're gonna do a script read over Zoom.
Yeah, oh my God, yes.
Who's Carlos Gosen? Mike.
Who's going to be Carlos Gosen? Who wants to be stuffed in a guitar case? Come on.
All right, well,
I think this is gonna be you.
Okay, we're gonna cast this out. I'm gonna get to writing on it, so there's gonna be a lot of coffee. Just gonna burn through what little vacation time I have. We're just gonna make this happen.
I'm just imagining what was it? Midnight Alert. What did Michael Scott? What was his screenplay name?
Threat Level Midnight.
Yeah.
Threat Level Midnight.
How dare you? Like, I can write.
So can Michael Scott.
Ouch! I don't know what to do right now.
I'm not insulting you by any means. I'm not denying your ability to write. I'm just questioning your thought process, saying that Michael Scott couldn't write. He wrote Threat Level Midnight.
I mean, yeah, it wasn't good though. It was hilarious for the wrong reasons.
Yeah. So I think
a Threat Level Midnight-esque version of the Carlos Ghosn story, would be amazing. All right, there we go.
Yeah. So either nobody's watching on YouTube, or we've just stunned everyone because I haven't gotten anything. There you go, Chris Miller's Michael Scarn. Yes, main character Michael Scarn. So a quote from
the main character Michael Ghosn.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway, a quote from this article, though. It says, going back to Carlos Ghosn, not our movie, one stock owner appeared to speak up for Ghosn, stressing Nissan had lost people's trust after ousting him without giving him a chance to defend himself over problems that might have been solved internally, instead appearing to collude with prosecutors and government officials. Well done, good sir. Because if you read all the crap that I did a couple weeks ago, they didn't talk to Carlos Ghosn at all. They blindsided him with all these charges rather than actually talk to him about it. And they actively went and tried to gather evidence against him behind his back. Of course there's collusion there.
Oh, yeah, they railroaded him hardcore.
Yeah. Anyway, but the CEO says he'll give up half of his pay because they've lost money, and they're planning to turn it around and make money by 2023 is the plan now.
Wow, I'll be surprised if they make it to 2023.
I don't know how they're going to do it without Carlos Ghosn. Like they were, he was their shining star, their North Star, their leading director.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they're just kind of a ship adrift in the night. Rudderless. Yes. Aimless.
Indeed.
Anyway, speaking of things being set adrift in the night, the Mazda CX-5 diesel is apparently already being phased out.
Yes. So it was put out there for the 2019 model year, and it never came around for the 2020 model year. But it might have something to do with their price and positioning. I mean, it was expensive, and it was only available on the ultra high-end models.
I remember how excited every auto journalist was that this was going to be a thing. Yeah. And then just
the thing is, it was put on this new signature trim or whatever that cost $5,000 more than the next least expensive trim.
Oh no.
Which on a $30,000 car is kind of a big deal. And then you add another couple thousand for a diesel that only got 29 miles per gallon combined.
Suddenly it's like a 25% premium just to get those things. And no, why would I do that?
Stick it on the base level and you would have sold some more.
Yeah. Or you wouldn't have lost as much, either or. But rest in peace to the CX-5 diesel. All right. Well,
that is the news.
That is the
news
news
for the car news. The racing mongooses.
Yes, we've got. It's. I mean, there's some stuff happening. There's the one thing that you can't escape, no matter how hard you try. So we all remember the
death.
Yeah. That whole news.
Shit.
No. Nobody's dead.
I felt bad. I felt really bad.
And yeah. So, it totally wasn't a noose. It just happened to be a door pull that looked exactly like a noose in the garage. And yeah, it turns out it's the only one in any of the garages that NASCAR goes to. So I mean, yeah, just go ahead and do what you will with that. But it's really weird that that's the only one, and the fact that it was there since October of last year and nobody did anything like that. It's just really weird and frustrating. But at least Bubba never saw the thing, so you can stop hitting him with the Jesse Smollett thing. A crew guy saw it. Crew guy contacted NASCAR. NASCAR called the president. President of NASCAR called Bubba Wallace, who was on his way to dinner with some other drivers, and was like, hey, we need to talk about a thing. And instantly, when you get a call from your boss's boss and says, we need to talk, it's never a good thing.
No, it's not.
No.
No.
But, yeah, so that's, whatever. NASCAR, it seems every time they try, something happens and they got to take a little bit of a step back. But whatever. They're at least, dear sweet God, they're at least trying, which is a welcome change from what they have done in the past, which is nothing.
It was kind of jarring for me. So I mentioned this before we got started, but I watched Days of Thunder last night.
Oh yeah, you saw NASCAR in like the good old days, quote unquote.
I counted 5 Confederate flags, and it was like kind of like, wow, things have changed a little bit.
Oh, just a hair, yeah. And you talk to some people who cover the sport, and they're just like, yeah. Like the NASCAR, like the tracks NASCAR traditionally has called home, like the stuff in the deep south. Yeah, like that's where everybody's like, throwing a shit fit because they can't fly their trees and rag and, whatever. And there's a mid-tier cup driver who doesn't look like them driving around. But like you get out to like California and like up to Chicago and some of the other places, it's like, yeah, no shit, we're not flying that thing. Why would we? My God in heaven. But yeah, so that's a thing. But hey, in slightly better NASCAR adjacent news, because NASCAR owns IMSA, this weekend we're going to have the IMSA WeatherTech 240 at Daytona International Speedway. It's going to be a 2-hour and 40-minute endurance race, and it's going to feature 3 of the 4 categories, no LMP2 cars. So we've got 8 of the Daytona prototypes, all 6 of the GTLM cars that are still doing things, and 12 GTD entries. Race starts on Saturday. We'll cap off a day filled with racing. Race starts at 6:05 Eastern, 4:05 here in the Mountain Time Zone. Part of it will be on NBC SN. The rest of it will be on either the NBC Sports app through the Track Pass on NBC Sports Gold, or available on IMSA.tv for those not in the U.S. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Oh, hold on. Is this our sponsor time for NordVPN?
God, I wish. Shit, I would love to get a VPN sponsor. I'd love to get any sponsor. Like, I love Tommy to death. Really, I do. Like, I want to give him a hug every time I see him. But, I mean, somebody who's advertising on some of these bigger channels, that'd be sweet. Like,
brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends.
Somebody who, like, actually sends us copy to read. My God, what would that be like?
It means we've made it. When we're getting scripts from an advertiser, that's when we know we've made it.
It would be brilliant.
Yes.
I can make that happen.
Okay.
You're not going to get paid for it, but I can make a script happen for a sponsor.
All right.
That is not Tommy.
Send me your copy. I'll read it.
I like the idea of like we just start making up our own sponsors.
Oh, we can totally do this.
Arson's Biscuits.
Arson's Biscuits, Peniston Oil.
Yes.
What was the other one?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember the other one. It was, yeah. But anyway, yeah, so this weekend is going to be insane as far as racing goes. Like, Saturday, you can wake up and start with F1 qualifying, then an IndyCar race at the Indy Motor Speedway road course. And then immediately after that, the Xfinity Series is doing a race on the road course at IMS. And then you get to take a break, peel yourself up off the couch, try to wash off the shame. It'll never go away. And then, you close out the day with some sports car racing. And then you wake up the next morning, and you've got F1, and then some stand-in for the Brickyard 400 to close out the weekend. And, oh, by the way, it's America's birthday. Happy birthday, America. You're out there trying, like God in heaven. You're doing your best. You're trying.
Living the dream.
God in heaven, you're trying. Anyway, speaking of F1, Red Bull burned a filming day, and they ran 17 laps at Silverstone in the new 2020 car. It was on demonstration tires, and it was piloted exclusively by Alex Albon, because for Max Verstappen to do that, he would have had to travel back in time and quarantine in England and then make it to the filming day. So the next time Max is going to be driving the 2020 car will be Friday, free practice 1 in Austria at the Red Bull Ring, home of one of his most aggressive and therefore amazing passes. So it's going to be great. And on Monday, Pete's dad's going to be here to ramble about it, probably.
Hopefully.
He says he is, but we won't count our chicken. We won't count our eggs until they hatch.
Exactly. Yeah. All right. So that's really it for the racing news. So, I mean, Zach, were you showing that to us, or were you just holding it up in front of a light source?
Looking.
Okay,
I'm scanning 120 millimeter film right now.
Oh, okay, yeah. I just kind of look up at the monitor that Zoom is on, and I just see like Zack holding a thing, and I'm like, do we acknowledge it?
No, I had another window up, so I actually forgot that you guys could see me, because when I put things up for your guys' faces, I think you guys can't see me. So
that's amazing.
Because that's how this works.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. So glad you think of us so highly.
Fuck.
Anyway, so
are we going back to the question of the week, or did I just miss something?
Nope, we're going back to the question of the week. So,
can I ask my question? My quick question.
Okay, what's your quick question?
What movie should I watch?
Oh, let's see.
Ronin.
Yeah, Ronin's a good one.
Okay.
Le Mans is also a good one. Steve McQueen, period. Le Mans Racers. So that's another good one. Let's see. Other
because I'm stuck in quarantine. Maybe we could make this a question of the week for next week or something.
Or we could just throw it out there.
Didn't we just decide it was what our question was next week?
Yeah. So here's what I'm thinking. This will just be just like a random question that we just like have
dump.
Up. Yeah, it's just gonna be pinned to the Facebook page, and we'll ask it on Instagram and put it in the shenanigans group, and we'll figure out something for you, Zach. We'll come up with some good ones. But so I think Ronin's a good one. Ronin's a great one. Le Mans, also a good one. So,
is that Senna movie good?
Senna's great.
Senna's fantastic.
Okay.
Watch Senna if you have not watched Senna.
I have not.
What's the Audi Le Mans one? The 24 hours of Le Mans, whatever.
Like Truth in 24 or whatever?
Truth in 24. They have 1 and 2. I know you can get them for free, but they're good too.
Porsche dropped one about their GTLM or GTE Pro efforts for like Le Mans or something. It's on their YouTube page. I can't remember. It's like competition or something. I can't remember what it's called. But
the other thing I really wanted to do, I'll just pay for it. I haven't been able to find it for free, but I'll just pay for it. Is the Super Speeder series, because I love that era of stuff. Like I've watched the Gumball 3000 or Mischief 3000.
The Mischief videos, those are
because they got re-released recently on YouTube, which is great.
Then, hold on, I want to look up one more thing, and then we'll get to what everybody listens to while they drive. This was a fun drift video that. Oh yeah, the Bloodmasters Bloodbath. That was a great it's 8 years ago. It's a bunch of dudes drifting at Englishtown in New Jersey, and it's just it's kind of fucking nuts. Like it was one of those it was a bunch of dudes in missile cars, just like, it was kind of like the first time somebody was like, well, what if we put some effort into making like a drift video? So it's like the production values are good. There's some fun little hijinks in there. And yeah, like it's an awesome video.
Have you seen any of like the Riga Baby videos or the Got to Build videos?
I have.
Those are, every time I see one of those on my feed, I'm like, I have to watch it. The production quality is so amazing.
Oh yeah.
And I want to go to Riga, which not a lot of people say, but I really want to go to Riga.
Go to Riga. You can pick up some cam flip-flops or a backpack. Anyway. So since I drove out to the track last weekend, it was like the first time I actually got to do an extended drive by myself. So I kind of got to thinking like, well, what does everybody else listen to when they do this sort of thing? So I wrote a little thing this morning instead of, working at my day job. And
because why would you do that?
I'm working full-time hours, but they're not paying me at what they hired me at. So, I'm going to go ahead and take advantage where I can. So, yeah. So I just kind of, I laid out like, when I'm out driving with friends and, I want to listen to something that's going to hype me up. So something like Maximum Tune or, something kind of crazy like that. Or if I'm just heading out somewhere in my day-to-day life, I'm listening to podcasts. Like I'm the kind of guy who just needs something. Like,
in the background, yeah.
Yeah. So, like, people talking, great, awesome. But talking for 2 hours, sweet. And then, there are times where you just need to, like, clear my head and, go for a drive and just be by myself and try and get my mind right. And, there are a couple of, Low End Theory and Midnight Marauders by a tribe called Quest. Those are the two that I usually listen to as I'm terrorizing the south end of the valley, just trying to get my mind right. So, I put it to you guys, you, the listening public, you, the people joining me on the Zoom call. Like, what is it that you're listening to when you're out there driving?
So, shameless plug, Hustle the Day podcast with Trent, stellar fella.
Stellar fella, handsome man, snappy dresser.
Yes. But usually I'm listening to some sort of entrepreneurship, self-development podcast. If I'm just kind of, passively listening. Otherwise, I am listening to something that is high energy. Usually that's kind of my feel good, let's get some stuff done kind of thing. Like lately I've been listening to Two Friends a lot lately. It's two guys, obviously.
They're friends?
But they're friends.
Wow.
I know,
what would that be like?
But they have their own original music, but they're mostly known for their mashups of popular songs stuck to electronic beats, and it's good stuff to get you, good stuff for the gym and good stuff to get work done.
Nice.
So for me, I am one for like, I have different genres of music for different things I'm doing, because like I like most genres. I know a lot of people say that, but I cover a very large thing. My
country.
I actually do enjoy country occasionally.
Get out of here.
If when I'm rolling through the county line roads up in Idaho and I got farms on either side of me, like there is a genre of country that I do enjoy. Am I listening into it when I'm
Taylor Swift doesn't count.
Is it outlaw country as you're throwing like empty bottles of Jack Daniels out the window? Outlaw country.
For me, it's like the 2000s era, like normal country stuff. It's not like it's like the
all right, just kind of that mainstream like turn of the millennium country.
Yeah, like some Toby Keith, Tim McGraw.
All right,
but I'm not saying that like that's what I jam to when I'm like going to the track or something.
Send Zack your country playlist on Spotify, please.
Send me all your playlists. I'll fucking listen to it. I drive for work when I'm working a lot. My current drive right now is about a 45-minute commute one way. And then I wear headphones all day. So I'm always listening to music. And something that I did recently for off-roading and camping is I actually bought a 5th generation iPod.
Oh.
And
Okay.
I just started just dumping music onto it because when I'm like camping or off-roading, I'm taking my phone in and out of the car to get photos of different things and stuff. And I hate unplugging it because I don't have a Bluetooth head unit yet. But like I like the idea that I can just hit shuffle and it plays everything on what I have. And as long as it's on my iPod, I will like it. For me, like if I'm gonna get hate for this, but like if I'm just wanting like some pump up, like I'm gonna go do something dumb in my car and I want to feel pumped up, I have a Pandora station which is just the Fast and Furious soundtrack.
There's nothing wrong with that.
And like so like it plays like some 2 Chainz and then it plays like some Wiz Khalifa, like it gets you going. And then if I'm going to do something really fucking dumb, I hit the Eurobeats station.
Hell yes.
But yeah, no, I'm one just like, and I do listen to podcasts. I love Nerdist stuff, the old Nerdist stuff. With
Oh yeah, the old Nerdist stuff was good.
Yeah, I actually didn't know that the whole group left. So I listened to one with Rick Astley recently, and I'm like, "Where's Jonah and Ray, or Jonah Ray and the other guy?"
Jonah and Matt and Chris.
Yeah. Like, where's Jonah and Matt? Like, what?
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, honestly, if you do want to send me your playlist, I will actually listen to them because I love listening.
Yeah, we will. So in the show notes, I'm going to link to, because some people actually sent us links to like Spotify playlists. Other people just kind of said some stuff. So, may try to throw something together, but yeah. So let's go ahead and see what the people have to say.
Me your SoundCloud?
No, I just sent you the
oh my god
group I just told you about. They have their remixes on SoundCloud because they can't publish them on.
That would have been.
Yeah, they can't put them on other places. So.
Oh man, for a brief second, Trent the SoundCloud rapper was in my mind, and I was just so happy. Oh my god, you're gonna see me fall out of this chair.
I'm too legit to quit. All right,
dude, we need to start. Can we do a rap song?
You can do a rap song. I'm good with where I'm at, with what little dignity I have left.
But no, the one last thing I want to talk about was I actually have a playlist or a Pandora station. I use mostly Pandora. I've got Pandora Premium, so no ads and skipping and stuff. But there's a station I listen to when I'm working on cars, depending on what I'm doing and stuff. But my buddy Adam Kvlt, who was a good Subaru mechanic, and he helped me with my engine. I was like, "We don't listen to like the system's all yours." He's telling me to listen to it. And he goes, "How was it? Delegation, I think is the name of the band. You know who they are?
No.
It's let me see if I can find like what Pandora describes it as. Please stop playing music. Okay, Delegation, where is it? But it's like 70s and 80s, like African American love music, like slow, like I don't know,
like some quality vintage slow jams.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Some smoothness.
Yeah.
All right.
And the first song came out, I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? I can't do this. I can't handle this.
And then he dimmed the lights, and then
and then like 4 hours in, I'm singing to some of this shit. Like, it was good. I can't find it on my Pandora.
All right,
which is kind of sad.
Well, it's all right. We'll link to some of that too in the show notes. So on the cam page, we've got some responses. We got a good amount of responses. Chris Miller, top fan, friend of the program, guy I have pictures of on track, and they're done. I'm slowly getting them posted, but let's see. He says usually punk/ska. That's if I'm not catching up on old Camcast episodes. Winky face. Some Catch-22, 5 Iron Frenzy, Less Than Jake, perhaps even some Suicide Machines. Yeah,
I'm down for the Less Than Jake.
I actually think they removed it from Pandora, which is making me really sad.
No. Well, you reckon that. Joey says, green text and Reddit stories lately, future funk and trappin' in Japan /funk otherwise, which, by the way, I'm currently listening to a Quarantine and Chill from the man, the myth, the legend, Ryan Celsius. Yes, me and Joey got a shit ton of stickers from his merch shop, and I got the mouse pad, and it's amazing. Anyway, and then he says, if I'm driving for the sake of driving, probably Maxi-Tune OSTs or some older trance anthems, which...
Hell yeah.
Get down with that. Luke Dreyer. I hear the sports album by Huey Lewis and the News is great for road trips. And then Take that one shot. He's banned. Anyway, Gavin says, driving for work, I listen to Smoking Tire Podcast, Everyday Driver Car Debate, which are fun to interact with. Driving for pleasure, I just put on my saved songs on Spotify and have a crack at that. So, yeah. He's got good taste in music. Would have been nice if he expanded upon that, but whatever. I'll talk to him when he's hammered tomorrow. See if we can get a little bit more out of him. Luke, in a serious answer, the length of the drive determines what I listen to. If it is short, I usually play the classic rock station the Tesla has. If it is an hour, I turn on Amazon Prime Music and tell it to play my liked songs. If it is a really long road trip, I like to listen to audiobooks such as Ready Player One or The Traveler's Gift. And then Dan Chalinsky, I tend to listen exclusively to music while driving. What changes a lot, but currently it is a lot of underground hip-hop from back east or Austria.
Ooh.
Hilltop Hoods is number one right now, followed by Four Fist, Astronautilus, and Raphael Vigilantics. Nice. Yan, let's see. Stucky over in Drift, Utah. He hit us with some stuff. He really hit us with the sauce. Like, he linked to some of his favorite playlists.
Didn't he ask on Facebook a couple of weeks ago for, like, it's just send me your playlist and I'll listen to them?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I believe him and Wicknick drove up, and Wicknick got himself a base model 5-speed JZX90 with the doily seat covers.
Yes.
Yeah, which are tight. Anyway, he says, bro, I don't even know. It changes every time I drive. Sometimes a good psych rock revival playlist, sometimes 70s Japanese jazz, sometimes 80s, 90s alt punk. I have no idea. And then he posted Plants, a playlist by John, Psychedelic Guitar, a playlist by Callan Beaver, 60s true cult surf music, Tokyo City Pop, the 80s, and Ooze, which is his playlist. What do you got?
I can't remember how to pronounce his goddamn last name. It's Ted. He runs Petrolicious.
Yeah.
Ted.
Something I'm not even going to try to.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to attempt.
His Spotify is straight fire. Like, he has like 400 playlists in there. All of them like really well cataloged and stuff. Everything from like I'm skiing in the slopes of the Swiss Alps in the 70s. This is what you're listening to. Like, go check him out. I think his my Spotify has lapsed, so I can't look at it right now. I don't want to pull my wallet out.
Damn it.
But I think his Spotify is his name, Ted Gajur. Look him up on Instagram and then go from there.
All right, yeah, we'll take a look. I mean, he's not hard to find on the old Instagram.
Yeah.
So
also go follow him on Instagram.
God, yeah, follow Petrolicious on Instagram. It's worth it.
Oh, do you not follow Ted directly?
I don't follow Ted directly, but I see I pop over there every now and I lurk a little bit.
Dude, his Instagram stories is the life I want to live. Like, nice. Holy shit. Sorry, I derailed.
It's all right. Let's see. AJ, he sent us his Spotify playlist like twice. You might have to send it a third time because I keep losing it. Sorry.
Hey, AJ, send it to me. Don't trust Mike with that.
Yeah, I cannot be trusted. You should know this. I cannot be trusted. But AJ, he listens to a lot of books on tape and reruns of Us and some NFB. And Chris, yeah, I know you're waiting for the pictures. I'm like, as soon as I'm done here, while this is like Zoom is doing its thing, I will finish getting the photos up. So I have plenty of you. I made sure to get plenty of you. So don't you worry. Anyway, yeah, so yeah, if you've got a playlist you want to send us, mailbag@camautomag.com. Hit us up on all the social medias. And yeah, we'd love to hear it. Love to hear what you got. So there we go. All right. We have just enough time for some shenanigans and the $1 billion track Daily Crush.
Yes.
Yes.
The oddball edition.
And these are oddballs.
Yeah, so it's a continuation of the dead vehicles now. Vehicles that have recently died. The Toyota Prius C, the Fiat 500, and the Buick Cascada.
Which I need to Google that last one.
Yeah, same here. It's not coming to mind.
It's an Opel convertible that they brought here for a couple of years that was way too expensive.
Oh, God, that thing. Okay. Sweet Jesus. Okay, I think that one's going to die.
Oh, yeah.
Off the bat. Okay, yeah. The Cascada dies.
Wow, it's so unremarkable, but yet so memorable as soon as you see it.
Yeah. Like
I always thought it was like a Regal with a convertible or something. Like, yeah.
Yeah, so, okay, so the Cascada dies, and then...
So, do we get a pick? Like, is it just a base model 500, or can it pick like an Abarth, or...
Well, the Fiat 500 as a whole is gone now, so, I mean, I think that leaves it open to
All right, then...
any 500 model.
All right, then, yeah, I think I'm... you know what? Regardless of what 500 it is, it could be an E, it could be an Abarth, I don't care.
It's a pop.
Yep. I am tracking the Fiat.
Okay, I've driven a 500E. It still handles pretty decently.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to go ahead and stick with that. And then, yeah, I'll daily the Prius. I don't care. Give me your hatred.
Okay, I'm going to go a different route.
Okay.
Don't just try and be edgy and track the Prius C just to be different, but go on.
No, cut us with all that edge.
It's edgy, but it's not that edgy. I'm actually going to daily the 500. I'm going to pick an Abarth.
Okay.
We live in an area that has some like downtown-esque stuff, and it's kind of a fun car just to go mob around city streets and stuff.
Understandable.
So, where am I going to lean?
I mean, you're leaning real hard in one of those two things. I can tell you that.
I'm tracking the Buick.
All right.
Because I want to track convertible.
Perfect. Just let that beautiful mane blow in the breeze.
No. Oh, come on. You just totally stole my whole thing.
Did we get like an RS model or some stupid shit like that for the Cascade?
No.
Probably not.
Absolutely
Buick
not.
RS?
No,
What?
no, Buick brought
GS?
back... Yeah, there we go.
No.
No.
That would have cost money and effort. No.
It's Buick.
All right,
How dare I give them some...
Yeah. So I'm going to track the Fiat because it's a spunky little vehicle. I like to see dogs raise their leg as they go around a corner, you know? So the Fiat 500, I'm going to track it. I don't care what model. I'll track it. As much as I respect the MPG, the Prius C is getting crushed because, as you stole my line, I've got the luscious locks here. They like to blow in the wind. I want a convertible to daily drive, and that's the option that I've got. I'm the type of person that has a sunroof. If I have a sunroof on my vehicle, it's open at least 100 days a year. Like I love having that open experience. So I'm dailying the Buick.
All right.
And it's a Buick. It's gonna be comfortable.
Cushy as all hell. Yeah. AJ is also dailing the Buick. He's going to track the Abarth, and he's going to squish the Prius because that's just happening. So, and AJ says he can't wait for the Office one-shot episode. He's talking about the Nerding for Beginners stuff, which it's actually 4 episodes. That's how long the one-shot was. So it's a good one. It's a good one.
Or does he mean the Threat Level Midnight Office one-shot thing?
Ooh, I don't know.
AJ?
Yeah, man.
We wait for your response.
Either or, man. I think he's whichever it is you're
gold,
looking.
Either way.
Yeah, like you're getting a lot of bang for your buck. Boy, howdy. Well, we've got time for. We're only going to do one of my little shenanigans things. So, do we want to hear why Korean baseball kicks ass? The continuing saga of Charles Entertainment Cheese, the greatest question of our time being answered, or a top 10 list?
I'm going to give this to Trent and let him choose.
No, don't do that.
Zach, show some spine. Help him out.
Baseball. Let's go baseball.
I was going to say, one of them has a swear word. Let's do that one.
All right. Korean baseball kicks ass for a variety of reasons.
I'm
But one of them is since they can't have people in the stands, they've been doing some weird stuff. And now they have Pokemon plush toys sitting in each of the seats watching the games be played. And it is so goddamn adorable.
They got SpongeBob. SpongeBob's watching baseball.
Yeah.
Is that Chicken Little next to him or two down?
There's Donald Duck. Obviously Pokemon. Looks like maybe Winnie the Pooh.
Goofy. I see that. Oh no.
There's just all. I mean, Sonic and
Piglet.
Knuckles were in there. We're in one of them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome what Korea treats baseball.
I am a huge supporter of this.
Oh, dude, and baseball in Korea is the baseball I wish we had here.
It's
not like the
massive.
actual on-field product, but like the games are rowdy. It's fried chicken instead of like hot dogs, and there's just people just coming by to collect your bones, and random people will get put on the video screen, and everybody just starts telling them to chug, and you're just chugging a beer on the Jumbotron. No kiss cam, the chug cam.
Wait, what if you did a Zoom version? Like everybody's there watching the game on Zoom, and they just randomly cut to one of the people watching, and I think that could work.
That could definitely be it. Oof.
People would do some pretty outrageous things to try and get on the cam. So I mean,
that's a good one. That is very true.
Mike, should we become the commissioner of Major League Baseball?
Yes.
We can't possibly do a worse job than Manfred's doing right now. Like, we'd actively have to try to be worse than him. So,
it sounds like the job is ours for the taking.
Seriously. Anyway, folks, that is an episode. Thank you for joining us on episode 271. We appreciate it. Shout out to everybody who hopped in the chat.
Shout out to AJ, who says that we need to take a field trip to see Korean baseball.
I'm in. I am so in. All right, we're doing this. So, yes, shout out to AJ, shout out to Chris. Anybody else who was just lurking and watching, we appreciate you. Really do. Shout out to all the lurkers out there. Anyway, we are at Cam Auto Mag on all of the social medias. Go ahead and follow us there, especially this weekend. You're going to see me pre-coffee, mid-coffee, post-coffee, tweeting about racing. So just imagine this before it is
pre-alcohol, mid-alcohol, passed out drunk.
I mean, so surprisingly, I have not been drinking really much at all these last few weeks.
Same.
Yeah.
Hey, me too.
Yeah, there we go.
Good.
Except I don't drink at all, so.
Team clean living or whatever.
It's that hustle energy.
Yeah. There it is. Oh, yes, and then we have to go over to, after our Korean baseball game, we've got to go over to Odaiba in Japan and see the 1-to-1 Unicorn Gundam in front of the Diver City Mall. And then they are literally making a 1-to-1 size Gundam that can actually, like, move its limbs, like walk and stuff. It looks pretty intense. Anyway, this podcast is available wherever you get your podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play. Like, rate, review, subscribe, share with your friends. Just start throwing Bluetooth speakers out at people that you see. Just bang this thing and just whip those things at people. They'll learn to love us. Or, you'll see the inside of a jail if you haven't already. It's a fun thing to see.
Well, I'm a criminal now, so I'm not too far from that.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, support us on Patreon, patreon.com/CamAutomag. Any dollar amount is appreciated, seriously, especially in these times of apocalypse and people being dumb. If you can spare $1, we love it. If you could spare 15 grand, what kind of life are you living? And could you spare more? We've got Cash App, we got Venmo.
Per month.
Yeah, per month. This is not just a one-time thing. This is not like a PBS donation. No, this has to be a recurring thing, damn it. You're not getting the tote bag for just a one-time thing. Yes, patreon.com/CamAutomag. Any dollar amount is appreciated, but $5 is the best bang for your buck. $5 gets you into the Super Secret Shenanigans Facebook group, gets you access to these here podcast recordings every Monday on the YouTubes, where Chris and AJ are talking to us, planning trips and all that stuff. Also gets you some random stuff here and there. And some bonus content, like the audio version of the podcast at least a day early. Why is there chat? Whatever. Anyway,
Yeah, I was hearing some talking in the background. I'm like, do you have it unmuted?
Yeah. No, I mean, I've just got, Ryan Celsius going on the laptop.
Oh.
But whatever.
I see what's going on. Never mind. Ignore me.
Anyway. Support us. Get yourself a shirt like I am wearing or a hat like Zack is wearing over at camautoswag.com. In addition to hats and shirts, we got hoodies, we got shorts, we got backpacks, we got flip-flops. We got everything for your hot boy or girl or non-binary summer. Just ready and waiting for you.
And no shirts with my face on it yet.
Well, don't worry, Zack. I mean, I have several pictures that I want to use. There's one I really, oh my God, I want to use it so bad.
Have I seen this one?
Maybe. You knew I definitely took it.
Was it at Matsuri?
No, it was here in the basement.
Oh, is it the one that I'm thinking of with the what do we call it? The cease and desist?
No, I don't think it's that one. It's something else. Anyway,
I want to see it.
I will find it and send it to you. Anyway,
okay, please, thank you.
And then camautoswag.com. Help us out by buying some stuff with our name on it. And then head over to steadybroke.com. Support our boy Tommy and our longtime sponsor, Steady Broke Clothing. Been with us since day one. They are at steady.broke on all the social medias. Use coupon code CAMAUTO15 at checkout, and you'll save 15% on every single item in your cart. Just because you're broke doesn't mean you can't live your dreams. And like I said, Tuesdays we get together, we do a thing until things get a little bit more normal. Twitch Tuesday, we play some sort of car-centric game. And we're closing out the month of June with Forza Horizon 4. We'll be terrorizing the British countryside, and I'm assuming overpowered, adorable cars and just wreaking havoc on everybody and just generally being annoying and or funny. So head over to twitch.tv/CamAutoMike if you want to watch the shenaniganry happen. All right, guys. You have anything else you want to say as we close this thing out? No?
Keep on keeping on.
There we go. Beautiful. Words of wisdom. Thank you, Trent Dirt.
I don't have the mullet. I'm sorry.
Well, we can fix that. For episode 271 of the Camcast, I have been Mike.
I've been Zach.
I've been Trent.
All right. Bye, everybody.